Y'all, listen. Um, I've been trying to get to this video for a while. You understand me? Like, I'm still gathering how we're gonna do this motherfucker, okay? But we're gonna get into it. These are channel downloads. A Dose of Reality is the segment. That's what the segment is on my channel. A Dose of Reality channel downloads. Period. As to what is going on now and forevermore. So this one is who you are is where you will be. So I was getting being exposed for exactly who you are, just period. Like I'm talking about like babe. I'm talking about like all look, I literally see a skeleton, like I see a skeleton in the closet and it's falling out the closet, bitch. It ain't nobody that'll open it or nothing, bitch. It's just falling out. Like, it's just falling out, babe. Like you ain't even gonna know where it hit you, babe. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real this year. Like seriously, okay. The '60s and 19 between the whole '60s is important, but 1968 that year is very important. I'm definitely was getting stuck in old toxic ways. Okay, a lot of people are stuck in old toxic ways. This energy is of brown people who are stuck in this energy. Okay, they will be exposed for who they are, and a long time aside with that, other people are going to be on the other end that are coming off to be perfect, and the people who are being exposed will not be. So you're perfect and I'm not, so we gonna have Bay. We finna have problems on the ones and twos in them DMs. Okay, period. Also is getting car salesmen are very important, but not in a good way. They slick ass demeanors are very important. Okay, peer pressure. Okay, is very important. Stuck in ways and people cannot, like I said earlier, in those toxic ways, and they cannot connect with people. I'm not really understanding why the car salesman was important. The universe just said car salesmen in their slick attitudes and their slick demeanors and their slick, mouths and something. I'm definitely getting they were going out of business as well. A lot of car salesmen are going to be going out of business. Okay, their energy is not matching the natural true energy of sales. That's what the universe is saying. Something about the true energy of sales, it's not matching. Okay, peer pressure is very significant. Being in environments, you know what I'm saying, where you're being pressured to do something, you know what I'm saying, but we grown now. You know what I'm saying, so you need to get your shit together. You understand me? Okay, great. All right. So Mercury, Saturn, and Pluto are all important right now. So you need to check where your Mercury is at, where your Saturn is at, and where your Pluto is at. Okay. Mercury is a two-parent household. Okay, Saturn is tied with that Jupiter. Okay. So yeah, check where your Mercury, Pluto, and Saturn is at. Okay. Um the universe said there's a people problem going on now as well. A tight along with that peer pressure. It's like this monkey see, monkey do. Okay, they don't see past what other people do. Okay, so those monkey see people, monkey do people don't see past what other people do. So they're pressured to do a lot of things and be in a lot of environments. And these be the motherfuckers who be crying victim and whoop the wop do wop bam. You know what I'm saying? But these are the same people who are going to be exposed for exactly who they are, and come to find out they are not as perfect as they say they are. They are actually need a lot more work. Okay, and that's where that Mercury and Saturn and that Pluto will come in at, and that make a lot of sense because of how important Mercury and Saturn and Pluto are astrologically, just period. Okay, and we finna talk about that just lightly. Like I said, Mercury is that two-parent household. Mercury is the communication. People can't even communicate, right? Mercury is also the work and health. Nobody actually wants to work, period. Nobody has a good work ethic. Nobody work in the work environments, just period, of these businesses are just trashy. A lot of illnesses, just period, are going around. Like a lot of, you're noticing just sickness. It's the sickness for me. It's like, God damn, babe, how did you get so sick so fast? You know what I'm saying? And then you also got like I said, that Saturn energy, the career, public image. A lot of people images are being put on display right now. Reputation, legacy. What are you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Are you going after what you say you're going to do, or are you just going to do what you say you're going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like really questioning you, okay? Like period. And then you got that Pluto energy with that eighth house, the house of transformation. You know what I'm saying? This is that money. You know what I'm saying? This is the scamming. You know what I'm saying? And people not getting the resources that they need and things of those natures. You needs to be diving into seeing that for you directly and stop worrying about everything collectively. Can we just get back to you right now? Because there's going to be a collective shut the fuck down because of how you didn't focus on you. Okay, we finna see who didn't do that on the ones and twos to 11 o'clock. Okay, I also was getting people. I also got this vision where they're using athletes as tests. Okay, and the main test they're using athletes for is this natural living type of test. Okay, so I'm definitely getting like a lot of companies are producing a lot of natural products, but some of their products might not be working, babe. Okay, somebody might not be coming back, period. Okay, on these retreats and these tests, y'all needs to be careful. Okay, in taking holistic products and natural products and organic products, y'all need to be fucking careful because all of this is still a test. Because do once and let me remind you, pharmaceutical is the biggest business that we do have. What the fuck make you think they finna just go off and jump on the deep end for alternative medicine? They are not. So be very, very careful. Okay, don't be sorry, ho. Be careful. Okay, now it's time to do that. We also finna be universe is definitely saying that older versus the younger generation, and that's the upper and the lower class now. Because if you might want to look at that motherfucker, the younger folks in the upper class and the lower class is the older folks, and so where things are supposed to be based off of age, they ain't quite so more. Okay, shit, your daddy ain't staying with you now, bitch. We might have some problems. So there's a collision of older and younger here. Okay, all of that energy is coming back up because how it's the way that the past is haunting these energies. I'm telling you, it's the what they have been hiding, okay, about their personal lives when it comes to the money and their daily routine and how they keep themselves up. All of this is going to be coming out because how did you get like this if you was doing this? Okay. So we finna have some bigger problems here. All right. Universe said wearing trauma on sleeve. Okay. So people are wearing their traumas on their sleeve. That's these individuals who where they can't help you because they ain't paid their light bill, shoe bill, car bill, note, diapers, wipes, this boot. But it's like these they don't have nothing good to say. Their trauma is the first thing that they say, and it's like, goddamn, homie, what are you doing here if you haven't solved them issues, homeboy? Okay, these are those people like that. They don't value what has happened in their life to help them. Okay, they feel like everything is to harm them. So shall it, mo it be. Shit. Okay. Also, this is for the older generation too, because it's like, how are you going to try to tell me how to solve my issues when I grew up in a different generation? I had to do it differently. It's like the way that it's done now was not quite how it was done then. So they where they were not heard, they are now. So they're living in a lot of fear because of not being heard. It's like, you know what? I said what I said. So that's that analogy where we you say the old folks be stuck in their ways and stuff like that. That's that I said what I said, but it's like, homeboy, are you sure? Because now you can actually be heard, and now you can actually be valued, and now you can actually be appreciated, and you still don't want it, homeboy. So it's like, what the fuck again are you doing here? Okay. Like, yeah, so like hearing you is beneath them. It's like, I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. And it's like, hold on, These energies sacrifice love for money, stability, and status. Okay. And it didn't do nothing but create a violent spirit in them to get to the money, stability, and status. Okay. But they sacrifice love, period. Loving themselves and loving you. Okay. Just period. Now that puts where you guys need to have a conversation. Everything leads to you being wrong. Okay, and also to you claiming that you're perfect and better than them in some type of way. But it's like, no, it's like now all of us can be heard. It's not confirmation on my phone where you're not being heard, period, and the other person is. It's like, no, the platform, the energy is present for everybody to be heard, understood, appreciated, and things of those natures. Take that moment. They don't want to do that. Your opinion makes them feel uncomfortable. Okay, because to understood, they would have to be understood. They would have to learn again, because now it's like they can't. There's more out here to help them understand how to get through what they have been going through. So they would have to learn again, and it's like, homeboy, wait, okay. These are individuals who don't feel like nothing is new. You know what I'm saying? Like a new age doesn't really exist. But you got to think about it. That time, this energy that I'm in, that was a heavy time where it was just this way. Kind of like how this is the amount of pay that you get now. That's how ways of life was with many different things. So it's heavy, but that still does not account for why they are not being more open now. It doesn't. A lot is too much for them. Technology, time, money, everything is too much. Because again, they have to learn how to use it again. They don't feel like no one younger than them knows anything. Okay? They don't feel like you have evolved past them. Okay? Where clearly a lot has evolved, period. Okay? These are individuals who feel belittled by your words. Okay? It's like it's so much energy that can be put together to be able to help someone move forward, you know what I'm saying, in whatever area that is, but it's also moving very quickly as well. Where at times we're slowed and chill is not like that. The country is not the country no more, bitch. Your celebrity stay in the country now, my nigga. Like, so it's not the country no more. It's like things are speeding up so fast. It's like where there was a chance to gather the losses, that it's not no more. We're past that, right? Or are we? Because if energy cannot be destroyed and time is still moving, then you still have time to solve what you need to solve, to fix what you need to fix, to heal what you need to heal. You still have time for that. Energy is time. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can be transmuted. You know? These are also people who hate the world and the fact that we live in it. They don't know their purpose. They don't want to know their purpose because of what it's going to take. And it's like we're still going, people are still going through that now, especially with me, with my healing sessions. People don't want to do what it takes to get where they need to go. And that's in the now. And we didn't go through what they went through then in those times. Times are different now. So it's like it's still going on now. It's like that energy didn't do nothing but leave grandmother and go to grandchild, which is now daughter, which is now son, type vibe. You know? These are people who feel like things don't change. Yet, now we know that in order for things to change, you have to change you and your environment. But what did I keep saying? They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that step. It's like because of so many losses and so much, whew, it's deep. And it's going to get deeper and deeper this year. But here's a kick to this. They actually see something in other people that they see in themselves too. But it's what they got to do to get there that you didn't have to do. And it's like, why are you so concerned? But that pick and choosing energy runs in this world. Like, even all the way down to you got to know Sarah behind the desk to get the job. Like, eat or get ate, nigga. Like, so you can't blame them, but yet you still, because again, you still have time to do something, So they see something. It's like, but I got to do more than they had to do. I don't want to do that. Why I got to do that and they didn't? Taking everything away, I feel, though, as what Trump is going to do, will give people a sense of self so they can realize what they have for themselves, so they won't be so focused on what the fuck somebody else has going on. Because you be more focused on what somebody else has going on than you know. Like, literally. These are people who don't want to blend or bend. Okay? They're always comparing what they have been through to now as if they are the same person they are now. These are people who that I heard it out. These are people who what I was saying. Yeah, always compare what they have been through now. Yeah, as if they are this a different person now. Like these are people who be like, cause I already been there before and I don't want to have to go back through that no more. It's like, but you're not the same person no more. You should. I mean, like, are you? It's like, look, instead of them questioning you, you might be questioning them. Like, wait a minute, it's you. Because the way that you are speaking to me is in first and third person. It has nothing to do with me. You know? Because I done seen this before. I done been in this energy before you have. Really. What have you done different then that you done now? What have you doing now different now that you've done then? I mean, since you said you did all this and you, the way you talking about it is like you barely made it through if you even fucking did. Why you? Yeah, we gonna have some questions this year. Okay. Okay, marijuana is being manipulated. Okay, that is for entertainment purposes only. Rosemary is very important. How high can you get to avoid the highs and lows of life? How high can you do? That's another thing that these people like to do. How high can you get to avoid the highs and lows of life? What is that high for you? You know? These are people who also act like they have no control over their emotions. Tend to be alcoholics. Agave is very important. These are also people who are always complaining about the cost of everything and comparing everything to the times as if to their times as if we didn't get past that shit. It's like the clear as day, bread is not 10 cent, babe. Get your shit together. You know? Y'all, this video gonna be long as fuck. I'm telling y'all. I have so much to say in this video. Oh, we almost done. Okay. These are people who also talking about I can't do this because of my money. Always can't do this because of money. Always can't do this because of money. Money, 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 money. Their whole life is ruled by money. They live penny on the dollar, cheap living to save. Okay? Yet change has to happen for savings to even still exist. These are also people who didn't graduate or didn't go to college. They can't. Some people. These people could be people who can't read or write. These are also people who could be illiterate out of fear. Yeah, because out of their fear of now, out of their fear of then going back to now. Okay. These are people who they don't want to advance at all to nothing new. They want to stay old, cold, and lonely. They communicate with force and fear because that's what they were taught. They don't practice, they just preach to reach. They're also afraid of the very same thing that set them free to roam this land. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. So it's like that's these people with this white man, white black man mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we understand, but can you just figure out if what's in your DNA? Because it sounds like you're a little bit afraid of the very same thing that do now still actually does have you free, and you're able to roam. You know, scammers, cons, and prostitutes, the party life, drugs, and alcohol, like I said earlier, is very significant. A lot of these people need rehabilitation for their mind to relearn to earn more from the life that you still have. They're afraid to do that, earning more from the life that you still have, which is something that we're learning now. We're relearning how to do that now. It's like everyone is doing the same thing, just in a domino effect differently. Everyone feels the same. Nobody, everybody feels like they didn't have nothing. Okay? Never had nothing. And don't feel like they don't have nothing to be grateful for. You know? People have that tendency to feel like that and feel like life is a waste. These are people who avoid conversation since you're not agreeing with them. If you don't agree with them, they're avoiding conversation with you. Because they feel that you didn't go through what they went through. Like, these are people who feel like you had to go through it exactly like how they went through it. And it's like, even if you went through it, like, in some way, a lot of ways similar to, like, how they went through it, it's like, you're not them. So they still don't feel like you went through it like they went through it. And these people who said, when I was coming up, they also feel like everything that you say is attacking them. They refuse to see like everything they feel like everything is an attack, because everything again goes back to them having to relearn something, reface something, rehash something, revamp something. It's the redoing of something. That's why Saturn is important. You know, I would say Saturn, that's the lessons, the restrictions, the sorrow. And then also with Neptune, the undoing, the 12th house. They don't want to do that. And see, since they can't live your life or the life they want, they manipulate you with their traumas to make you feel bad for them. They want you to feel bad for them for being nothing, actually, and still are. Because a lot of these people didn't become nothing with themselves. Like I said, some of them barely even went to school, did this, did that, or did that and still serving no purpose. These are also people who practice energy harvesting heavy. So while we're so focusing on the presidents and everybody else doing it, your own grandma been doing this motherfucking shit on your mama, okay? For as long as you can motherfucking remember. Right, since they can't go back in time, they'll live through you, right? Right. Pay attention to that. That's energy harvesting. People who try to live through you. Like, bitch, get not half of your business, all of it. And let me have mine. And that's something I'm learning with my son too. Like, even though I get that a lot with people, you know, older people who try to teach me how to parent my child, like as if they had Amari. Yeah, you had kids, but you didn't have Amari. And so we got a bigger problem here, right? You know, trying to tell me, you know, what he should be doing and shouldn't be doing. It's like, no. I feel like my child has his own voice and he's not your child. So he can't, it's no relation. It's like the fact that we have so much of our own business, we don't have time for nobody else. I'm trying to figure out how everybody got lost. They like to alter you just to make their point valid. All they care about is being right and their point being valid. And it's almost like these little sacred ass holidays and these little grand moments where they get to share this elder energy doesn't make it any better either. Because they actually are big on gatekeeping. A lot of them. And what I mean by gatekeeping, they don't even share knowledge, wisdom, love properly for highest good and growth of the family. They're the last ones left, right? They don't do that. These people who don't want to enhance none of them core values, they like to sweep them secrets right up under the rug. You know how you pick up a rug? Sometimes I literally see somebody picking up a rug and it's like dirt all up under the rug. I get lost in some of those videos sometime on Facebook with them people be cleaning them rugs with their little pressure washing the thing. I be like, yes, babe, clean the fuck out that rug. How y'all got that rug so dirty? It's just like, again, I did Mercury today. Mercury's in Aquarius, and I'm telling you the answers to keep saying it is so much left unsaid. And it literally says too much trauma left unsaid. Just too much. So I got a few little downloads here about some spirit animals, and we're going to keep it light. Roaches are very significant to decomposition and survival. Rats are very significant to baggage, stability, and family. Spiders are very significant to magical powers, okay, creativity. And flies are very significant to rejuvenation, gossip, and renewal. Okay. Also, these people love to relate to things that don't correlate with conversations. You can be having a conversation with these people, and in order to throw you off, their whole goal is to throw you off. It's like they know exactly where things be going. They know where this conversation about to go here, my nigga. Like, you know where it's about to go. And they throw you off real quick with something random. And they just be like, cause what? And do mind you, you're gonna forget what we were talking about. Low key get pissed off that you did that you forgot. You know, like it's weird. Energy. I'm telling you, everybody know more about natural energy, natural law, natural order than you know. I'm telling you. They I feel like that's what it is, like natural energy, natural order, natural law, natural. They just wanted to put magic and stuff behind it because of how powerful it can become or it is. You know, but it's all natural, period. It's naturally what the fuck is going on and what the fuck needs to be done and what's gonna happen. Okay. Soulmate connections are very important. Competition, always arguing. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Yes, the universe. I'm sorry, you guys. The universe had this download about soulmate and twin flame connections. Okay, cause I think I'm done with that. I think. Okay. Well, you know what? Scratch that. I'm not talking about that. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna wait for that video. I'm gonna move that because I did have more. I had one more page. Maybe. Okay. So these people are spent a lot of time. They spent a lot of time, so much time, being abused by what they never had, like growing up. They didn't have a lot growing up. These are people who didn't have a lot growing up. And now they don't see what the world has to offer. They don't see the life with beauty and color. They actually see it with black and white still. They were never taught the difference between money and value. Value takes you places. Money keeps you where the money resides. Okay? Value will get you outside of your comfort zone. No one ever taught them how to use money to stay alive. They only taught how someone else used money to abuse another. And so they did the same. These are people who lack self-confidence, self-control. And they always been knocked down. And they were taught the hard way. They can't see what has color because to them it takes money to live completely. It takes money to live completely. Take that second house, those possessions to live completely to them. And it's crazy because it's the very same energy that they seen abused as they grow up. They work so hard to get it, but they seen their mom and dads and grandmas lose their cars, houses, and deeds and keys, and it's like that's what they wanted to go and get back, just period. And it takes money to get that. It does. It's like they're controlled to have what does not want to be kept because it don't want to be kept. Nothing of that energy, especially that material world, wants to be kept. It doesn't. Your bills don't want to be kept. Your bills actually want you to pay them and leave them the fuck alone. They don't want to be kept. It's nothing that you hold on to. All of these are just possessions with more bills and more responsibility that you're trying to control, and it doesn't even want to just be there. It wants to go with the flow. But these people feel like you can buy everything, like literally, like you can buy everything. So that get them to thinking like you can buy people's time, energy, and everything. Like why manipulate them with money? These are people who manipulate people with money. And these are the very same people who hate the fact they gotta use money to do it too. But they do it though. They got power abuse. Yeah, because the people with the money and the control and the power, they created this population. Then they created a generation that acts out the same fear of losing. And these are the very same people that set you up just to take care of them solely. They setting you up. It's like, look, whew, you're not finna leave me hanging. You not finna leave me hanging. It ain't even about if I'm gonna leave me hanging. You ain't finna leave me hanging. But see, this is the year of 9. And where you think you're getting away, you're gonna wish that you looked over your shoulder, hoping somebody was praying for you on the other side. All hearts will be weighed for a new beginning and what it takes to keep one. A light heart is key. Okay, truth will be being spoken and it will set you free. The universe is checking to see if you have forgiven, released from all your past to be able to inspire in this new beginning. Unwelcome energies that live inside of you are curses. Yeah. Big business. Big business.
That's feeling bad.
Okay. So, you guys, visit my astrology page, period. I'm gonna keep talking about it because that's what we're on right now. And peace. Website in bio.